Whispers in the dark.
Welcome to the deep dive. Today we're digging into a story that's really quite compelling, almost disorienting.
Mm-hmm. It kind of invites you to question, the reality you walk around in every day. How solid is it, really?
Exactly. So we're talking about this character, Eleanor.
Right, Eleanor. Her story starts out incredibly ordinary. It's a Saturday. She needs running shoes.
Just a quick trip to the mall, the Westfield Galleria. Sounds familiar enough.
Totally familiar. The usual sounds, the background music, people shopping. But then it starts to shift.
Shift how?
Well, that familiar hum of commerce, it sort of fades and gets replaced by this deep, low thrum, unsettling.
Okay, creepy.
And then her phone signal just vanishes. Dead.
Oh, okay. That's the classic first sign something's wrong.
Definitely. And then she takes a wrong turn. Just one simple mistake.
And ends up where?
In these corridors she doesn't recognize. With these really bizarre stores like the Gilded Cage Antiques or Infinite Echoes Records. Things that just shouldn't be there.
So our mission here is to kind of unpack this descent, right? How does a normal space just reconfigure itself?
Yeah. What happens psychologically, perceptually, when the world literally starts changing around you? Brick by brick, almost.
It sounds like a powerful way to look at how much we rely on our environment staying stable, predictable.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And the sources really emphasize how subtle it is at first. That hum fading, the thrum starting low, it's insidious.
Like reality is being undermined bit by bit.
Exactly. And that wrong turn, it wasn't just, getting lost
It
geographically.
was like stepping into another dimension.
Sort of, yeah. Or what some urban theorists might call a non-place, but one that's become actively hostile almost. The Westfield Galleria loses its purpose.
Right. It's meant for shopping, for crowds, for movement. But for her, it becomes empty.
Eerily empty. That bustling Saturday crowd is gone, just this echoing silence, which is terrifying in its own way. It completely disconnects her.
And it wasn't just the weird shops, was it? You mentioned other things changing.
Oh, yeah. The architecture itself starts to play tricks on her. Or maybe not tricks. It genuinely changes.
Like what?
A round column she passes suddenly seems octagonal when she looks back. Brick walls become smooth concrete.
Whoa. Okay, that's more than just weird stairs. That's the fabric of the place actively morphing.
Exactly. It's like her mental map is just disintegrating in real time, and the mall reflects that. It makes her doubt her own senses, her sanity.
That's fascinating how these, seemingly small changes can create such a profound disconnect.
And it gets worse. She finds herself in these huge department stores that are just empty shells.
Empty shells.
Yeah, like mannequins but no clothes, fixtures but no products. And the air smells funny, like ozone.
And she's just wandering these endless corridors.
Endless, subtly different corridors, locked doors everywhere. She sees her reflection looking terrified. Time just loses meaning.
It really becomes what you'd call liminal space then, that in-between state.
Absolutely. A threshold. Neither the mall it was, nor anything else recognizable. A labyrinth of forgotten intentions, as the source puts it.
A monument to consumerism drained of its purpose. That's powerful imagery.
It is. And the changes keep escalating. Dark arcades appear, weird administrative wings filled with empty shopping carts.
And then there's that moment with the pillar, right?
Yeah, that's kind of a peak moment. She leans against a pillar and it just isn't there. It vanishes.
And she hears a whisper.
A whisper asking, "Are you lost?" And then her reflection in a dark window ripples, as if something vast and unseen was moving beneath.
Okay, that's deeply unsettling. It's like the space itself is alive or aware.
It represents the complete breakdown of her reality, mirroring her internal state of being lost.
So where does this leave Eleanor? Does she find a way out?
Well, this is maybe the most interesting part. The story doesn't really end with escape. It's more like acceptance.
Acceptance of this bizarre, shifting reality.
Sort of. She gradually becomes part of the hum. She adapts. She starts to forget why she came to the mall, forgets herself even.
She gets absorbed by it.
In a way, she becomes part of the shifting aisles, the quiet emptiness. It's this profound look at what happens when our environment loses all its familiar structure. We just exist within the new framework.
Wow. The mall forgets its purpose, and she starts to forget hers.
Precisely. It highlights how vulnerable our sense of self is to our surroundings.
So thinking about this, what does it mean for you, listening? It raises a really interesting question, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
What if the biggest changes in our reality, the really profound transformations, aren't these huge dramatic events we expect.
But rather the small things.
Yeah, the subtle shifts, the little things in the everyday that go almost unnoticed, but they're slowly, quietly nudging us somewhere.
Yeah.
New. Somewhere maybe a bit unsettling.
Something to definitely think about.
Indeed. Something for you to ponder until our next deep dive.
Like, comment, and subscribe.